Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Guys, we are, like I said, or if you haven't watched my other videos, we are getting so much new anime, and it is a brilliant time to be a viewer of these animes, so I can't wait to talk to you about another show that I didn't really know where it was gonna go until now seeing it. I kind of still don't know where it's gonna go in the case of overarching, like how long it's gonna go, the way it's gonna, how it's gone so far now. But this week's episode or this show has us following a girl who truly is looking for love in all the wrong places. Um, this is a really good example of what I kind of dealt with in my time of just thinking I know what I want, but finding out I want something that just feels real. That's would be the best thing possible. But being a young high schooler or middle schooler, I forgot which which one it was. They always look like middle schoolers to me, and I just go with that. But seeing these girl know that, the person she truly has tried to get with in the first place, like, had the courage to talk up and go to him, was completely shot down. Seeing how he never even knew who she was, but she had this infatuation with him, and then because he didn't know who she was, he thought it was actually creepy, and then he like looks at her legs and then like judges her by what her legs look like and call her like the fruit where it has like the green top and you pull it out and it's white, has a white body. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is what she has the legs of, I guess. um, but because of this, she is very desperate and will listen to anything, even rumors that are spread about a ghost that can, give you wishes and stuff like that. So once trying to confront the ghost by doing everything the rumor says, going to the girl's bathroom stall and knocking 3 times and saying the name, we get to see our ghost that is in a girl's bathroom but is a boy. So there's that. um, so he's been chilling. I wonder if it's like all stories or all ghosts where wherever you kind of died is the reason why your spirit kind of lingers there. Like why is it the girl's bathroom that you knock multiple times and that's when someone like him shows up, right? So there's got to be some kind of story. I'm not going to believe that there's no storyline that is incorporating that. So hopefully that comes up soon. But as a whole, man, I really had low expectations for this show. Once it started going, I was like, ooh, I don't really care for, what's happening. Like him trying to assist her in love, and all of the attempts were failing. And I was like, okay, well, this guy seems ominous, right? Like he looks like a character that can fight. He looks like a character who can, at least hold his own, I can say. And that I was right to believe that because next thing you know, I'm watching this and the girl takes the mermaid scale, and if you've seen the episode, you know where I'm going with this. Like all of a sudden, everything gets turned into 12th gear simply because of what is going to come with the future of her sharing this bond with this person. Not only sharing a bond with him and supposedly being, getting the feelings that she wanted to get back from somebody from him. I think this show has just set up for something pretty critical at the end of the day, like at the end of the show, which I think is kind of cool. That I guess you can say I noticed it. But as a whole, it's going to have two love interests, right? And I think one of those interests are the person who kind of confessed that he has someone he wants to be with, And of course, it's probably going to be our girl. And if it isn't, then that whole confession part was only just to give more of a grasp on our main girl to just show that, she really doesn't know anything about the people she was like falling for, and even if they were already interested in stuff like that. So to find out the hard way is pretty rough, but at the same time, the animation of the battle down to the mermaid demon ghost thing was fire. Um, that's what really has me drawn and wanting to understand what's coming next, because think about it like this: if just eating this mermaid scale and not sharing it did this, I can only imagine what they're going to do in the future with anything like a mermaid scale, really. And not only that, the red orb with the red this orb with a red circle on it was the one that gave her the scale. So while it was doing this, he tried to warn her not to take it. Thus meaning these orbs feel like they're their own like entity. There's their own spirits and stuff like that. So if he has no control over them, what does that mean about the overall show when it comes down to him pushing forward the narrative of, whatever he is going to ask of her and vice versa, and what are these orbs going to do to help or make the situation worse like they did in this week's episode, right? So definitely interested to see what people are feeling on this show. Like I said, the animation looks so good at the end. I mean, it looked pretty cool all throughout. I think I was interested in it, but it just felt like there was something missing. And then once I found out what that was, it was clear that it was just the fact that these characters hadn't done anything yet when I was watching. And then all of a sudden, when they start doing something, I was very happy to see that the animation isn't just going to be wasted on, uh, on looking really cutesy. And thanks, Akuma, you're a real pal. It's not going to look cutesy, and it's going to be relatively dangerous at times, which I found another show that gives me that same feeling with spirits and ghosts and all that stuff, and I look forward to talking to you about that as well. But this show feels like the PG version of the other show that I'm going to talk about later on. So definitely, if you're looking forward to hearing about more shows that I have just found today, definitely stay tuned and keep your eyes out on the channel, because I'll be trying to drop them as quickly as possible. So with all that being said, everybody, have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely get better at Tekken, so you don't have to see me lose my winning streaks all the time, So, with all that being said, everybody, have an awesome one. Peace.